Acrisure Stadium, and we got more snow on the way.
Today, it's a Week 14 matchup that should be a good one between the Cincinnati Bengals and the Pittsburgh Steelers. 3/4 of the NFL season are complete. What lurks in our final month? We're underway in Week 14.
And we will not get a run back here to start. It's a touchback, and it will come out to the 25. Wilson going to come out throwing.
And his first pass is incomplete.
These two teams matching up for the second time this year. Their first meeting back in October, Week 6. And it was the visiting Steelers who came away victorious, so they'll look to claim the season series with a win here in Pittsburgh.
Play action. It's Wilson. He gets this to Davante Adams. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. That one a gain of 20 and a first down.
Brandon, there have been some memorable snow games for championships in the NFL. 1948, Philadelphia Eagles, Chicago Cardinals.
Well, the most famous one of my lifetime, I think, is got to be 01, right? Raiders, Patriots, to send the Patriots to the Super Bowl.
You had to go to the Tuck Roll, didn't you?
Yeah,
I think that's one people remember. But I also know this. In Miami, the infamous one, the snowplow game in New England, when they went out there and the Patriots had a guy come out and clear a spot on the field for their field goal kicker to kick the game winner.
Is that 82?
That was 82, and the Dolphins fans will never forget it.
Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted. And the Bengals are going to get the football here as they force the INT on the game's opening drive.
It's no secret he's had trouble this year with interceptions, and this is a bad start for him. First drive, throwing another pick.
No matter who's broadcasting his game, that's how the conversation begins. Throwing too many interceptions, can he take care of the football? If I were his backup, I'd be edging towards the coaches and saying, hey, how about giving me an opportunity?
They'll start this drive out on the ground, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down.
Part of their struggles last week was getting these negative plays on first and second down. That's something they have to be wary of as this game continues.
Now on 2nd and 13. Carr firing quickly here, and that's complete. And some space here. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Getting it to him in space pays off big time. That winds up going for 31.
When teams practice their plays during the week, they're hoping that it's going to pay off on game day. So it sure has to feel good for them when they hit them during a game, and they hit that one there for big yardage.
Now a man open down the middle of the field. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And fortunately, he's able to get this one back, so it is a first down. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. Carr. He's down inside the 10 to the 8, and it comes on a gain of 8. Really been an ideal start for them. They get the turnover on the opening possession. Now here they are moving the ball straight down the field on their first drive.
And that feels good, but you know on their side of the field all they're thinking is finish this drive off because they took it away, right? So now you've got them back on their heels a little bit. Now go down, put a touchdown out. Look out. You've won the mental battle early in the game.
And it's intercepted at the goal line. The safety, Terrell Edmunds, picks it. He's at the 50, the 30, 10, 5, and he brings this one back. It's a pick six for a Steeler touchdown.
Well, what a response by that defensive unit, Charles, because they just saw their offense throw the interception. They come out there, not only get an interception of their own, but they take it back for the touchdown.
I won't sing it because no one wants to hear that, but perhaps an early case of anything you can do, I can do better between these defenses. A lot of people came to expect the offense to light this game up, but so far, the defenses are stealing the show.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Taylor now from the end zone. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30, up to the 33. We got a pause following the play because it appears a member of the Bengals in some discomfort. The medical staff will attend to him, and we will step aside. The Bengals drive about to get going. Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick six, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick six and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
After an incomplete pass on second down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. He's going to have the first down and more. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble down the left sideline. And the defense not able to get it. From a defensive perspective, what's that moment like when you realize the ball is loose?
It is a moment where all concentration goes right to the football. This is something you've talked about in all your preparation for the game. And you probably talked about this training camp. Knock the ball free, take it away from the other team, and now you have that chance. It's a little bit of deflation when they end up recovering it.
They knocked it free, but couldn't take it away. Play action. Now it's Carr. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. And the Bengals are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as the tackle made at the 3-yard line. On play action, now Carr. Open man is Higgins, and he's got it. Touchdown, Cincinnati. A great play there. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Bengals are an extra point away now from moving out in front. The point after, no gimme in the snow, but it's up and good. And they take the lead here at 7-6. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. A short kick taken at the 18. And they've got it up past the 35, so pretty good starting field position. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. As the offense comes out here, Charles, remember they threw the interception last time out, but they were moving the football down the field. Looked like they were going to have a sustained drive that ended in points, but then the pick ensued. And because of that, there's no way you can call the last drive a success. Yes, there are things to build on because they found some play calls that work. Now, they've got to build another drive and find a way to avoid the turnover that plagued it on the last one. Throwing again on 2nd down. Wilson. And he'll be taken down by the Bengal pressure. They get to him for a loss of 4, and it brings up 3rd down on the sack. After one, a 1-point game, 7-6. A nickel look now for the Bengals as they try to stop him here on 3rd down. Play action. Now Wilson. He'll let it fly for Austin. And this is going to be intercepted. And he will take it out to the 25-yard line.
And I think this is a situation where quarterback coach on the sideline is going to talk to a signal caller and say, listen, it's 3rd and long and it's still early in the game. Let's not force things here. If we don't feel good about it, let's just check something down and punt the football.
The Bengals drive about to get going.
The offense running out, and they are charged up, ready to go after reaching the end zone on their last drive.
And normally I warn against getting complacent just because they scored the last time out. But I don't think there's any worries with this group right now. This is a hungry group, and they want to keep building off of their last drive. Now they just want the officials to hurry up and place the ball so they can snap it and get back to work.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. To throw, it's Carr.
All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted.
The safety, Terrell Edmonds, picks it. And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 for a Steeler touchdown.
And the defense, they were all over that. As soon as that ball was in the air, it was dangerous. Not only was it intercepted, CD, but they return it for the touchdown.
Yeah, and he read that the entire way. He was reacting before other players had a chance to react themselves. Had the determination to say, this just won't be a pick. It's going to be 6 points as he takes it the other way to the end zone.
That's caught, and he will find the end zone here, and the lead moves up to 7. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away.
And this will be brought out to the 25 as Taylor elects to not return it.
The Bengals drive about to get going. Now Carr to try again after the pick 6.
They set up the screen for Dobbins.
And he got blown up on that play. Back at the 20. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Carr. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 for a Steeler touchdown. Extra point out by Boswell. And he atones for his miss the first time around as this one is up and good to extend their lead. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
Taylor decides not to try to return it, and this will come out to the 25-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And this not an easy situation. You're down early, in the elements, you're on the road. How do you get the mojo back?
But one thing is to remember that as an offensive player, you have a much better idea of what you're trying to accomplish and where you're trying to go than the defender. So in this case, because you know it, you can make your cuts with a little more decisiveness, maybe a second fake, some double moves, things of that nature, to go ahead and try and put some pressure on the defense.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
Well, he certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
They tried to throw on 2nd down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1. Working from the gun, it's Carr.
He completes it to Boyd. And he is going to have a Bengals first down by a couple of yards as they're able to convert there on 3rd and 1. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. From the gun, they'll try to run it. And good running there as he'll take this all the way up to midfield. 12 yards that time and a Cincinnati first down. From midfield, here's Carr. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line. Hands it off out of the gun. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. Now they're going to be dealing with a 3rd and 7 as that one officially a loss of 1.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
On play action, it's Carr. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Tariq Carpenter able to record his 5th sack of the season. On 4th down, J.K. Scott ready to punt it away. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. This is taken at the 15. It's a 39-yard punt, 8 on the return. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively, obviously. 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit like, hey, didn't we practice in that color jersey all week, not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with him. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
Well, that'll be incomplete. Well, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
And this drive is almost over before it began thanks to a great defensive effort. Sack on 1st down, followed by an incompletion. One more good rep, and they get off the field.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He'll let it fly for Austin. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
This defense has certainly played well so far in this game, and the coverage has been tight on just about every throw. Forced a few here so far in this game, and now it brings up 4th down.
Taylor now to return it. A nice punt, but a good run back as well, 13 yards. And the Bengals will take over in terrific field position. On 1st and 10, it's Dobbins. No gain on the play there, 2nd down. Carr now to throw. And the Steeler pressured too much here. He's going down. The safety blitz turns out to be a great call defensively as they sack him for a loss of 9.
They just gave up a sack there, and if I'm not mistaken, they gave up 4 last week, didn't they?
Yes. And just looking really porous, aren't they?
They really are, and I'm wondering if they'll have to start thinking about keeping the tight end in, maybe a back, someone to help.
Under pressure, and they got to him again. The corner blitz pays off there as they sack him for a loss of 5. Here's J.K. Scott set to do the punting honors. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. 33 yards is the distance on the punt there. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And just inside of a minute left, Charles. They got a pretty long field ahead of them. I'm curious to see how they play this, but you would think definitely. And intercepted. Wilson's third of the game. Picked off by Asante Samuel Jr. And the Bengals are going to take possession of the football.
So first thing that crossed my mind is why didn't they just sit on the lead and take it to the locker room? They're in good shape.
Absolutely. And from this spot on the field, now you've given the other side a chance for points here going into intermission.
Yeah, you changed the momentum of the game, and it's something you did not need to do.
And not much running room. Down to the 32. Credited with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. Now Carr. And he's going to be taken down. Pressure gets there back at the 39-yard line. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. On 3rd and long, it's Carr. But his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today.
And the Steelers are going to take possession as they've got it at the 42-yard line.
Count them now, 6 interceptions between last week and this week. Now, the 3 picks last week helped them to a win. They're in the driver's seat once more.
And they're the ones that are doing all the leading, aren't they? Right? The 3 interceptions last week, that led to a victory. 3 interceptions so far in this game, that has them out in front. We often think of the offense driving things. In this case, it's the defense, not just holding teams, but creating big plays for themselves.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
A 2nd and 10 on a chilly, snowy December day. And I must say, I'm loving it. Kind of putting me in the holiday spirit. Charles hates it. And he's giving me the evil eye, folks.
Looking downfield for Jones. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. So we have come to halftime in what's already a 2-touchdown game. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth ready for quarter number 3. This snow front that has socked much of the East Coast not going away as we are back to it in the second half. And this will be brought out to the 25 as Taylor elects to not return it. The Bengals drive about to get going.
Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively, virtually nothing in the ground attack either. So certainly something has to change here in quarter 3.
And I'm pretty sure their friends from the defensive side of the ball told them exactly that, because those guys, the stop troops, they've been playing pretty well. They've kept them around in this game. Now they've got some time. The running game struggled in the first half. Opposition knows how to focus on defending the pass here. They've got to re-energize that ground game and maybe open things up for a comeback here in this half.
Now a play fake. Carr. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by the linebacker, Myles Jack.
And the Steelers are going to take possession of the football.
As they started that drive, I think they looked at the scoreboard and said, this is a manageable deficit, guys, but let's go ahead and start cutting it down right here. Instead, an interception happened, so a 2-possession game might become through.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today.
And the Bengals are going to have it here just past the 25. So a nice play defensively by the rookie, coming up with the INT.
And that's a late-round pick right there, making a first-round impact. And a lot of these day 3 corners, they end up winding up on special teams and sub-packages and even on the practice squad. But he's really made an impact on this defense, and he comes up with the interception there.
And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Here's Carr to throw. And he will find his big tight end over the middle.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. And here's a handoff out of the gun. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the third quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually...
And he will not get away from the pressure here. Carr taken down.
Taken down for the 5th time this game. Multiple defenders there to get him. And the terrible towels in full force now as the Steelers get set to defend this 3rd and long.
Throwing his Carr on 3rd down. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. Here's J.K. Scott now as he's on to punt for Cincinnati. And now a low liner. I think he mishit it. And this one will be touchdown inside the 40-yard line. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive.
This offense returning out there, and really, you remember the last drive, Charles, it was over before it even began. They threw the interception on the very first play.
And what that means is for all these guys, it's been a while since they've been out there going full speed, so they've got to get everyone back out there, run a couple of your go-to plays, make sure you get your offense oiled up a little bit. They've got to be able to start fast, but they've got to be efficient as well.
Especially the quarterback.
They go play action now. Wilson. Now he'll let it go deep right side. He's got a man complete.
And he's going to be brought down at about the 16.
So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down. Adams the man in motion left. From the red zone now, here's Wilson on 1st down. And now here is another interception.
And the Bengals force the turnover, and they'll take over at the 10. So a potential momentum shifter there, working with a 2-score lead, 3rd quarter, but that, not the smartest of throws.
I would agree with you on that one because this game is still very much in the balance. It felt pretty one-sided to this point, but now, if these guys can turn this turnover into points, things could start getting a little more interesting.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
One thing you hope to see out of a rookie tight end is a real concentration when the ball's in the air, and I'm not sure that he didn't, but he has to be prepared for people making a play on it when that ball's up for grabs.
He's going to loft one deep left side here. He's got a man complete.
And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line.
Hey, you need a big play? Go to your big play guy.
Listen, that's football 101. When you have to have it, you expect that guy to step up. A lot of people call these receivers divas. Sometimes just leadership when they get in the huddle and say, get me the ball. I'm about to make a big play.
Pressure comes, and the Steelers take him down. Rashawn Gary in there to record another sack, and that is now 6 on the afternoon for this defensive unit.
Well, collectively as a defense, Charles, I think if you get 4 sacks a game, you're feeling really good. Now they have 6 as a unit.
And that type of a number is just staggering because there's so many ways to try and counteract it. But in this case, they've got no answers for this unrelenting pressure coming at their quarterback.
Finding Sterling Shepard for his first catch. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. Sterling Shepard, his first touchdown on the year.
And the Bengals have cut it back within a score. Extra point by McPherson, up and good.
And they're back within a touchdown at 21-14.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive.
As this offense takes the field against CD, remember last drive they were moving the football, but then they threw that costly interception, so we'll see if they can right the ship here on this drive.
And doesn't that just sum up football? We see it all the time, don't we? The defense goes from losing the battle to making a huge play and stealing the momentum. So you know they're riding high right now, and they're ready to challenge this offense and that quarterback one more time.
And we'll see if the offense is up for that challenge here as things start to get more interesting here in the second half.
8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. Now here's another carry for Harris. And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. From midfield now, here's Wilson.
A throw left side, caught by the tight end Freiermuth. And he's going to be taken down right at the 40-yard line.
And what a nice example there of a tight end doing exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch, and then anything after that, we count that as a bonus. And indeed, he gets enough for the first down.
And he'll fight forward on the straight-ahead running for just a couple of yards. 2nd down. Harris running straight ahead.
41 yards rushing for him now, and he's carried the ball just 5 times.
How about this offensive line? They're really starting to establish themselves, take over this game.
And before the series began, I know exactly what we said in the defensive huddle. Guys, we got to get no less than a 3 and out. Let's get off the field. Instead, they can't find any track.
Oh, no, he lost the football. And the Bengals grab it. And his guys are going to take over at the 21-yard line.
Well, that takeaway, partner, right there, that's a combination of coaching, execution, and absolute belief. Because a lot of guys will look at the scoreboard and go, this thing's pretty well done. But they still thought to themselves, if we can make a play, we give our teammates a chance to win it. And that's exactly what they did.
They fake the handoff. Now Carr. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes.
Tariq Carpenter picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. Just not much a quarterback can do there, CD. The pressure was in his face almost instantaneously, led to a very quick sack.
Now Carr. And that's complete to Shepard. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. Sterling Shepard. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far.
And the Bengals are an extra point away from tying this game here in the 4th.
Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And an important one that is, as we're all tied now early in this 4th quarter. A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away.
And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive.
And they no longer have the lead after that last touchdown, all tied up in the 4th quarter. And a chance for this offense to mount a potential game-winning drive right here.
8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short. Play action. It's Wilson. Throw left side complete. That's Adams. And getting this just shy of midfield. They'll spot it at the 49. They go play action with Wilson.
He goes right back to Adams. That's complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down. That grab another career milestone for him. 900 career catches now.
All right, the applause is beginning, right? The applause is going on. That puts him just outside the top 20 all-time in the NFL. Next in his sights at 903, Wes Welker.
Rarefied air. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
What will look like a march to the end zone has hit a momentary roadblock with that incompletion. No need to panic. They just got to come up with a high percentage play call and see if they can get their offense back on track.
Again, Wilson. Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes inbounds. I'll tell you, far from ideal conditions to play in, but neither offense has had much trouble. Plenty of points to go around. 1st and 10. And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. Najee Harris with his 13th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Steelers answer back with a touchdown of their own to break our tie and take the lead here in the 4th. Extra point put through by Boswell. And they will take a 7-point lead. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. Taylor decides not to try to return it, and this will come out to the 25-yard line. The Bengals drive about to get going. They now trail by 7 after that last touchdown here in the 4th quarter. What a big spot for this offense. See if they can cobble something together on this drive. And he fumbled it. It's on the ground. And it's picked up by the Steelers. And they'll take over inside the 45 at the 44-yard line.
I don't care what the scoreboard says, partner. You know who's winning this game right now?
Mother Nature?
Yes, indeed. Precipitation's winning in a big way. Sloppy, sloppy. All these turnovers right now.
Yeah, well, this was the forecast. We got what was forecasted, and we've gotten a lot of turnovers. Following the fumble recovery, it's Wilson. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Now, following the sack, they'll come up here on a 2nd down and 12. To throw is Wilson. This one finds Austin out right. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Off the play fake, here's Wilson. And caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. Davante Adams. 23 yards for the touchdown. And the Steelers are looking to make it 2 straight as they add on to this 4th quarter lead. And that is knocked away in the middle of the field and incomplete.
I don't know about you, but I can't wait for a few years of 2-point tries and see what the data tells us, because a lot of teams want to throw the ball in this situation, this time unsuccessfully. I just wonder if maybe running the ball might be the way to go.
With it moved up from the 3 to the 2, you would think maybe a few more attempts at running.
I think stats over time may bear out that running the ball will at least be the equal of throwing it in that situation.
The Bengals drive about to get going. On 1st down, Carr. And he'll just get rid of it.
Well, sometimes an incompletion is the right play. And he showed that he's learned from his earlier interception on that throw. Instead of forcing it, he just tossed it away.
On 2nd down, a run with Dobbins. And he's got room. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. Give him 17 and a Cincinnati 1st down. They'll go again with Dobbins. And some nifty running here as he'll take this across midfield and down to the 47. Throwing his car. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Well, this is getting ridiculous. 8 sacks now. That time, multiple guys get to it.
And this dominant defensive performance continued on that play. This poor quarterback has now received the protection he needs and has had to pick himself up off the turf far too often.
After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. Here's Carr. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
I know conventional wisdom says, hey, don't get it all back in one play, but sometimes you go ahead and try to. They tried to get it all back on that one, weren't able to do so.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Carr to throw. Throwing left side, it's complete. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it here with 1:07 remaining. Those are the kinds of plays right there that show you why he's the #3 man in the NFL in terms of receiving yards.
Also tells you there's a full combination of what he's got going in his game. You name it, from route running to catching the football. That's why he's able to produce those types of numbers.
And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. 11 more on that one and another first down.
Well, partner, this drive has been a model of efficiency. They've done everything they've wanted to, and the defensive guys, they've got to be getting frustrated. They can't figure out how to get off the field.
Carr. And this is caught now for a late touchdown. So hold everything here. This one's not over yet.
I'm not sure win-win is the proper term here, but it certainly felt like it. They got the touchdown they needed, but if I'm on the defensive side of the ball, okay, you got the touchdown, but it sure took you a long time.
Yeah, because offensively there, you're probably hoping for a 1 to 5 play drive. That one ate up a little more time than they were hoping.
You're exactly right, and if you have that 1 to 5 play drive, you actually build up momentum and even more hope. When they had to slog their way downfield, they got the touchdown, but it's almost like, yeah, you know,
doesn't feel right.
Exactly.
Fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Wilson wants to throw it. On the move to his left. And his throw is going to be incomplete.
Partner, I think he's got to be careful as he continues to try to extend plays because he's already been intercepted in this game. And the coverage, they continue to challenge all of his receivers downfield.
And this is caught. And that could seal it. It's a touchdown. And that touchdown, Charles, with very little time remaining, boy, it just sucked any energy and momentum out of the other sideline.
Yeah, take an incredible comeback in the final minute to bring this one back to even. A great series there offensively. They saw an opportunity to slam the window shut, and they followed through.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25.
What now?
The Bengals drive about to get going. What do you do here down like this in this situation? Do you maybe just pick something out of the playbook you haven't called in a while? And this is intercepted, and that should do it.
And the Steelers are going to take possession of the football.
Well, it wasn't always pretty, but the interception there, that means that they should get out of here with a victory.
Yeah, this is not a game that they're going to preserve for posterity on defense, but they did finish it off, didn't they? They did make the winning play to close things out. They'll take that one and head to the locker room.
And the first play of the drive there is incomplete.
But he'll definitely say that that's one he should have held on to. But when you're playing in elements like this, sometimes those bullet passes, those ones with a little bit of pace on them, they can be difficult to hold on to.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Wilson. Austin brings in the quick throw.
And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. And now we're going to get a timeout. Somewhat pointlessly called with 3 seconds to go in a game that's already been decided. Oh, Wilson going to throw. The quick slant caught. And he takes it in for the score on the game's final play, so it doesn't affect the outcome, but a little whipped cream on top to their ending.
Or as our friends in Bayou Country would say, that's a little lagniappe, a little extra on top.
Well, Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends, and understandably so. Not only did they get the win, but boy, their offense was on fire in this ball game.
And partner, I have no idea what the top speed is on one of those high-end sports cars. What's the top